everyone, welcome back to the AS Clemar YouTube channel. Now, I'm recording this straight after the films review of 2018. In this episode we're going to be going through this series that I watched in 2018. Now, similar to the last one, they don't have to have all come out in 2018, you know, otherwise I'd have only watched one season and that's not the best to go on. The only ones that have one season and this are either I'm just going to go through them. It's going to be a lot easier just to talk about them as I go through it. I've also given them a rating out of 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 series to go through. 5, 6, 7. The same amount of films actually. I thought I had a lot more series than I did films. So hopefully they're going to be quite similar in lengths. Now I was going to do it as one whole video in terms of films and series, but the last one lasted half an hour. And I thought that was a good time to cut off. And so, for this one it's going to be half an hour as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go through most of the series. Now, most of them I've watched on Netflix or an online streaming website. Now, most of them are on Netflix or the BBC. But I didn't have Netflix up until this week, so I won't have watched them on Netflix, but they will be on Netflix for you to go and watch if you like my reviews of them. Now, there's only one series on here which I've got 2 different ratings for, and that's because I felt like multiple series deserved a different score from another series, if that makes sense. Maybe 2 actually. I'm gonna add one here. Where's my pen? Coincidentally, the 2 that I've chosen to, have 2 different results for, actually have the same scores. Now, I'm going to start now. I might as well start and talk while I go through them. So, the first one is Black Mirror. Now, I heard a lot about this, the hype on Twitter, and everyone was saying, oh my god, it's amazing, and then a few people going, what the bloody hell is Black Mirror about? So, I decided, you know what, I'll watch it, and so I did. The reason I've given it a score of 6 out of 10, I'm going to start by telling you the rating, is for 1 or 2 different reasons. Now, the series, I'm gonna rate them differently to films. Films, I think you need a good script, I think you need good cinematography, and I think you need to be able to live up to the hype that it's received. Obviously, if a film is receiving so much hype, and you didn't, and as a director you didn't expect it, then it suggests it's better. And then if it's a bit underwhelming, people are going to rate it lower. Whereas a series, I think one of the major aspects is keeping the viewers watching the whole series, and then onto the second series, then onto the third series, and keeping that viewership alive. And so, I think that was one of the major issues with Black Mirror. First off, I had no idea what it was about. I had to Google what it was about, and that is a major error when it comes to a series. If you're watching something and you have no idea what's going on, and you have to Google the answer, that's a major red flag for me. It's quite straightforward as well. Even at the start of the series, if you just put a little paragraph that says the following episodes are blank blah 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 blah, because that's what you have to do. Like with most series that I've got written on here, there's a storyline to all of them. There's a reason, and now it correlates to the title. Black Mirror has no correlation to its own title. But anyway, if you haven't watched it or you're planning on watching it and don't know what it's about, it's basically different people's perspectives on what can happen in the future based on technology or countries or absolutely anything. If it's like one person has an idea on what the future could look like and just goes with it and tries to make sort of like a thriller episode out of it. So one of them is where everything that you see is recorded through a contact lens, and everyone has these. Everything's recorded, and you can rewind through your own memories, like on a TV or anything. When you can record through each of your days, you can rewind through each of your days, look back at certain things, and then it all goes tits up because a guy sees his wife's recording, and it turns out she had sex with his best mate, and then that throws a whole spanner in the works, and they get into arguments and this, that, the other. Another one is where there's a social media experiment, or not experiment, there's like a social media thing where you can only do certain things based on your reputation on social media. So the nicer you are to people, the better they'll like you on their phone, and everyone just carries phones around and like it interacts with people near them, and they just click the like, and then you can get served coffee if you've got over 10 likes. So click, 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 click. You can get served coffee, but then as soon as you swear, people are like, oh, she's swearing, dislike her, and your reputation drops down. You know, and so eventually it gets to this point where she tries to hire a car to go and see a friend or something or other. The car breaks down and she swears. The person at the garage dislikes, ruins her reputation, and I don't even know if that's the exact storyline. I could have got that completely wrong, but I just remember her being at like a petrol station and her having a go at someone, and then they're disliking it, and then she can't get into a car or something, and then she ends up hitchhiking with some lorry driver that doesn't even own a phone, because who gives a shit at the end of the day? And she loses her house, and you know. But as far-fetched as that may seem from our future, it's not that far from the truth that social media is dictating people's opinions and perceptions of others, and how the media can correlate. So that sort of explains what Black Mirror's about. I had to fathom that from Google, and so the episodes are good, but you know, it wasn't amazing for me. So a 6 out of 10, and I haven't finished watching season 3 because I just haven't really felt like I wanted to watch them. So again, on sort of keeping your viewers, you know, entertained, not the biggest thing in the world. So 6 out of 10. Moving on, as suggested in my film videos, I'm not the biggest fan of horror, and when I saw everyone sort of raving about Stranger Things, I was a bit tentative to begin with. However, I decided to put, you know, the first episode on, see what it's about. It was a little bit spooky, and I was a bit like, oh, quite intrigued. And, you know, the whole theme of it being like, is it the 60s or 70s, maybe the 80s, it's based in. I was like, I liked the vibe it was giving off, and I think that's what most people's things were. They enjoyed it. And then you get through like season 1, and it is amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole season. It was so good. It was so well written. The characters, every single character that you see is lovable, and it's just like you want to be their friend. And as a horror sort of thriller series, that's not the first thing you expect. So that's sort of like a bonus you get on. And then season 2 was just as good. The whole thing is just amazing. I loved it, which I think is why I've rated it a 10 out of 10, because it's just amazing. But I think the reason I've rated it so high is because I'm not usually a horror person or like a scary movie type of guy or scary series, and so for that to be that interesting to me and to keep hold of my attention like it did is amazing. It must have been good in my mind, and it is. It's just fantastic. I loved it. And now I think it's July or June we're getting the new series, and I'm hyped for it. It's been a long time since I've seen a series, you know, due to come out, and my brain go, oh my god, I can't wait. Moving on, we have something that was rejected by Netflix, I think, originally, and rejected by ITV when it was pitched to them by the writer, and so the BBC took over it, and for some reason the BBC allowed for the budget of the film to be made, and I'm so glad they did. If you watched it this year, I think it was like a 6-part series on BBC, maybe an 8. No, I think originally it piloted as a one episode to see how well it'd do, with the option of extending it to 3 episodes. They saw how well it did, allowed the 3 episodes, and then after all the media gained attention to it, they allowed for a 6-part drama series that just wowed the audience. And that is of course Bodyguard. Now, if you're from the UK, you will probably have heard of this at some point. It was all over social media. If you're from the US, or further afield in Europe or anywhere else in the world, I'm not sure whether you'll have heard of it or seen it or even acknowledged it. If possible, you need to go and watch that, because it was sublime. Now, for saying it was a BBC drama in the end, fantastic, well put together. You were gripped from the first episode onwards. And there were so many twists and turns in the whole series that it revolves around, what's his name? I can't remember his name in it. I think it's like Ben something. I can't remember. But you're gripped around this Scottish guy that you're not gripped around a Scottish guy. You're focused on a Scottish guy who works as private protection. Or no, I don't think it's private protection because it's with the actual police force. But he works on he's basically a bodyguard, hence the title Bodyguard. But he has to protect it's not the Prime Minister, is it? It's the Secretary, who he falls in love with. You find that he has 2 kids. You start the series meeting his 2 kids on a train, and then there's a potential suicide threat, which he sort of clocks onto when he sees a guy destroy a phone and put it in a bin, and he sees certain things happening, so he acknowledges the fact. You can see he's quite clever in that sense, and he's quite experienced. And it's suspenseful throughout the whole episode. And then you move into episode 2 and 3, and things happen, and it progresses the storyline, and it's just fantastic. And then it all builds up to this episode 6, where you're not sure who created the bombs, because lots of different things happen in the story. You might have to watch it to understand what I'm saying. But even by the end of the series, you don't know who's leaking information. You don't know who's at fault. You don't know who the actual bomb creator is. You don't know who the terrorists are. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to get put in prison, shot, killed. And at the end of it, it's just this sort of explosive sort of episode where everything gets revealed, and it leaves you yeah, even you think you've got to the end of the episode when you find all this out, and then there's just a 5-minute clip of all these different things that get revealed, and different things that hopefully will lead on to series 2. I'm pretty sure they've already confirmed that they're making a series 2, which I can't wait for. I'm going to be watching that. It was fantastic. You're going to have to watch it to see it and believe it. But it's not very often nowadays that a series is created and released, one day a week. So I think this was on a Sunday night or a Monday night, one or the other. And you had to wait till the next Monday to find out what's happened, because nowadays everything gets released onto Netflix and people binge watch each episode and then they finish the series. Oh wait, I've missed a series and I can't remember the name of it. It's literally just hit me on the head. I don't think I finished watching it. Oh my god. Right, no. What was it? I can't remember. Anyway, I was literally intrigued about 2 weeks ago watching a series and I've completely forgot about it. Sorry guys, that was just a weird click in my brain. Moving on from Bodyguard is Prison Break. Now, this is one of the OG series that people say, oh, I watched that, because it was released years ago. But since having these internet sites and Netflix that you can watch them all on, I decided to watch it. sort of. I think it was like 2016 or 2017. It must have been about either late 2016 or early 2017 because I had my desk over there. Like, I didn't even have this desk that I've got now, and I only had like one screen. Or I might have had two screens. But I started watching it then. But the reason it's important is because a new series came out. I'm pretty sure a new series came out last year. It might have been 2017, I can't remember. But anyway, Prison Break is amazing. You follow this guy and I'll call him a genius because he really is clever in the way that he works and his brain works and he's able to memorise things. But he has to try and break his brother out of prison, himself and his brother, as well as a few other people that end up tagging along. Some good people, some not some good people. No, some good people and some not so good people. There we go. And then he falls in love with the nurse and blah 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 blah. But anyway, oh sorry, I gave Bodyguard a 10 out of 10. In case I didn't mention it. Apologies. But yeah, so Prison Break, the first couple of series were fantastic, well done. You know, once they were outside the prison though, I felt like it wasn't really Prison Break, but it was still captivating. And it was still very suspenseful and you could follow the story quite easily. So I gave the first, however many series, 9 out of 10. It was amazing. Moving on to the newer series, I felt a bit lost. Not really with what was happening, but why. You know, you're left with the main character. I always forget people's names, as you could probably tell. But you're left with thinking that he's dead, and then the next thing you know, he's not dead, and he's in a prison in the middle of nowhere, and you think, what? And somehow, the other family members and the girlfriend find out of absolutely nowhere. The actual series is good. It was more like a remake of the original series where he has to break out of prison and he has a few people help him, but it was just a bit far-fetched for me to really comprehend. And you know, I don't mind a series going in different directions with different series, but this was just so far afield from the first couple of series that it just didn't feel like Prison Break, even though he technically was breaking out of prison. And so I gave the series that came out last year a 7 out of 10. You know, it was still good, the storylines were still good. You know, the twists and turns here and there were amazing, but it just didn't really feel like much Prison Break. That's gonna fall. My candle's slowly slipping. It's not lit or anything, so it's not too bad. Now, moving on, a new series came out this year of Doctor Who. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I'm quite a fanboy of many things, but Doctor Who is amazing. I love it. I'm going to talk about Doctor Who for a few minutes, so I might as well put this down. Just because I think, one, Christopher Eccleston was one of the most underrated Doctors ever. I think he was amazing for what he did, for saying he was only there for one season. Two, David Tennant is my favourite Doctor ever. And his series are the best Doctor Who series of the modern generation. I haven't watched the old generations because I don't think I'd enjoy them if I'm being totally honest. And then Matt Smith grew on me quite a lot. I thoroughly enjoyed watching his stuff all over again, knowing that I actually did like him. I was a bit sceptical when he came in, but you know, he was very good. I just didn't like the storylines. It got far too complex, far too complicated. Everything was a bit topsy-turvy. Everything was intermingled, and it was so hard to follow that it just became, you know, a shit series, or a shit couple of series. You know, with River Song becoming his girlfriend, and then Amy's mum, her daughter, but she was older because of this, that, the other, and then Rory was dead, and then he wasn't, and then he was, then he pulled something for like a year. I don't know. It all got a bit confusing. So for them series, it really declined. And then Peter Capaldi came in, and I was like, is it going to revive it? No, it didn't. It was really shit. I hated it. I didn't get any of the stuff I did get all of the stuff that was going on. It was just really poor nothing was really good. Nothing was, like, as memory serves, I can't, off the top of my head, remember any of the episodes. I remember one where they were in, like, London or some old cobbly place and there was something in the water, I think, I don't know, like a big shark. It was just a bit shit, wasn't it? However, when they announced that Jodie Smith, I almost forgot her name, but when they announced her to be the Doctor, I was thinking, oh bloody hell, they're really going politically correct with this series, aren't they? And I was like, he's just becoming more of a kids show again, and not really a sci-fi show. And then they announced that Bradley Walsh should be on it, and I was a bit like, what's he doing on Doctor Who? And then I watched the first episode, and I was well happy. It felt like a proper Doctor Who series again. Everything was good, everything was amazing, and I completely enjoyed it. It was back to the David Tennant eras, which is good because she's worked with David Tennant on numerous occasions. I'm pretty sure on either the Graham Norton show or one of the radio shows, one of them mentioned that they worked together on set a few times just to make sure that things were, Doctor Who related. She was always asking him for tips and tricks, and things worked. And you could really tell that David Tennant had his influence on the series just a little bit, but it wasn't enough to be like, oh my god, she's copying David Tennant. And it was amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the series throughout. The storylines were good, not amazing, but good. They were good enough to keep me interested. I watched them all. There were some horror ones, not horror as such, but some suspenseful and thriller ones that, thinking back to the old Doctor Who, you had the Weeping Angels, you had the Silence, they were part of it, that were quite horrifying in some stages, and so it was just the right amount of Doctor Who for it to be properly Doctor Who. It wasn't amazing though, and that's why I'm only rating it a 7 out of 10. There was nothing throughout the series that really blew me off, that really made me think, oh my god, that's amazing, or this episode's been really good. The first one was good, a little bit cringy in some areas, but for a first episode, it's gonna be. I don't think there's ever been a first episode of Doctor Who where I've been like, even back to the Eccleston and the David Tennant days. In fact, David Tennant's wasn't even that bad, to be fair. But yeah, I enjoyed it. The only issue I did have with it is there seemed to be like a politically correct theme throughout every episode. So like, I think the first one was him talking about the fact he's got dyslexia and dyspraxia. No, dyspraxia, doesn't have dyslexia. He has dyspraxia, which is, tough to coordinate sometimes and tough to understand movements and things along those lines. And that was really good because I've grown up with my brother who has dyslexia and dyspraxia, and it related to quite a lot of people out there and people had never heard of dyspraxia. They just assumed it was dyslexia. That people talked about, but it's not. There's two different things. Anyway, another thing that really saved the series was Bradley Walsh. I loved him throughout all of it. It was so funny. It was so good. It really showed the fact that he's not just a comedian or presenter, because obviously he does the chase, but he's actually a really good actor as well, and he can act, and he can do quite a good job on a series. But yeah, he was really funny throughout, and he was quite comedic. Moving on, we have 13 Reasons Why. Now, the first series really gripped me. I started watching it when I was in college, so we're talking about 2 years ago now. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was an amazing series. I saw all the upset towards, her killing herself, and the sort of gruesomeness of seeing it, and all these other things that really put a lot of people off watching the series. But I thought it was amazing, and I know that for some it was hard to comprehend, and I do think there was a few flaws with it in terms of why would they would she wait until like however many tapes to tell him that he basically did nothing wrong and that she loved him and wished that they'd met sooner and this, that, the other, and, you know. But overall, I think it was a really gripping series. It was really well put together. The storyline was great. So I rated the first series a 9 out of 10. The same as what I did Prison Break. But again, similar to Prison Break, the second series came out, and I was really underwhelmed. I thought that it would go in a completely different direction than what it did. It just carried on with people finding out more shit about people, and that more people did more shit, and less people did more shit, and it was just a bit like, it just felt like a follow-on episode, but stretched over like a whole series. So I was a bit underwhelmed, so I've only rated that as 7 out of 10. But again, go and watch it because it is really good. Oh, I have 2 left, and I've done one completely wrong. I gave one of them a 9 out of 10, and it should be a 10 out of 10 because I bloody love the series. The first one is Atypical. Now, if you're new to Netflix or anything like that and haven't seen it yet, Atypical follows a boy called Sam who has autism, and you have to live with his daily struggles. Season 2 has just come out, and I'm just about to finish it. I think I'm on like the last or second to last episode of the series. I'll probably watch it after or while I'm editing these. But it follows Sam with autism having to struggle with different things and, you know, different approaches to adulthood, because, you know, he's still in college, or what do you call it over there? It might be college or university or whatever. And there are different scenarios that are thrown his way, like getting a girlfriend or trying to have a little bit of independence or opening a bank. That for us lot, we just assume, you know, you get to the bank and you open a thing. But for him, it's quite a big thing, and they've done really well in capturing, you know, what it's like to be in certain scenarios, especially when there's big crowds. And it's just really well put together. And I think that Netflix, because obviously it's a Netflix original, Netflix did a very good job with that. You know, I don't have any faults with it. It's very, very comedic in some instances. It's very upsetting in some instances, and it's very sad in quite a lot of places as well. It's got the right amount of sort of emotions in the series to sort of keep you there, and for it to be amazing. The only issues I have with it is it's quite a basic series. There's no like complicated storylines. It's, you know, most of the scenes are filmed at similar places, so it's just quite a repetitive series. Like, he goes home, he goes to work, he's at school, he faces scenarios with different people, and the cast are all very similar. So, I mean, they've probably done that because it shows that people with autism like to have a routine, and that is mentioned throughout the whole series that he stays in quite a routine, and he doesn't like breaking that routine. And so having the same sort of order in what he does, he like goes to school, then he goes to work, then he goes home, then he goes to school. Having that order sort of helps with the whole theme of the series. But, you know, it's not blow your socks off, oh my god, I'm gripped. It's more of a, oh, that's a cool series to put on, let's watch that. Oh, it's actually rather good. So I rated it an 8 out of 10. Now we're going up to the half an hour mark, and I have one left, so I think I've stayed quite consistent with these. And this last one is Teen Wolf. Now I'm just going to Google something. So, apologies for that. Teen Wolf actually has 7 series, or 7 seasons. Now, the first one is absolutely fantastic, all the way up until sort of like season 6, where it gets a bit iffy. But I'm basing the whole of the series on the first 6 because the first 5, because they're amazing. I don't think I ever bonded with the series as quickly as I did Teen Wolf. I just loved every single character that was there, all the plots, all the different twists and turns. so good at learning about, all the different characters' heritages and the perils that faced them. I was, like I said, Atypical wasn't something that blew me away. Teen Wolf was something that blew me away, so I'm rating it a 10 out of 10. It was fantastic. The newer series, Series 7, didn't quite live up to what I thought it'd be, but then again, it had a different cast. It didn't really focus on Scott, it focused on the other geezer. Sorry, I was trying to read up on this, but apparently season 7 never happened, so it might have been only 6 seasons. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. It was amazing. I liked following all the characters. The CGI was a little bit shit in some stages, but it wasn't a Netflix or BBC or a high budget film or series. It was only done by MTV, and I think to create a series this good was amazing. It really gripped me. I binge watched all of the seasons within about 4 or 5 weeks, which might not seem a lot, but that's basically like one series a week, which is quite a lot, to be fair. I was staying up far too late to watch some of them and to try and finish a series, and considering some of them had quite a lot of episodes in them, was fantastic. I really, 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 really enjoyed them, watching them all. So anyway, I rated it a 10 out of 10, if I didn't mention that already. So what I forgot to do while I was recording is give a brief rundown of all of the ratings. So I've added this little clip in to help you guys. So starting with Black Mirror, I gave it a 6 out of 10. Stranger Things, one of my favourite series, is a 10 out of 10. Bodyguard, I gave a 10 out of 10. Prison Break started with a 9 out of 10 rating, up until the last season, which I gave a 7 out of 10. I didn't like it as much. Doctor Who, overall, I gave a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed that. 13 Reasons Why, I gave a 9 out of 10 for the first season and only a 7 out of 10